Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you an update for the month of February regarding tax season of 2024. And if you guys remember in my previous video, I was informing you regarding the PATH Act and how that pretty much applies to those who are claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the additional child tax credit. Well, for those that have proceeded and have decided to file early, guys, there's some very good news since you can now check your status of your direct deposit date. It seems like it's now available for those who filed early, and based on my research, February 22nd seems to be a very common direct deposit date. In this video, I'm also including the latest update from the IRS regarding the new average tax refund. Right now, it's turning out to be of around $1,741. And then I'm also including in this video some information regarding IRS transcript codes for anyone that has further questions in terms of what those codes mean that you can now find on your IRS transcript. So make sure you guys stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, PEBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. So let's start off with the PATH Act, and what is it, right? So the PATH Act, which stands for Protecting Americans Against Tax Hikes, was passed in 2015 as a tax reform bill. Now, this bill had 50 tax credits and deductions and also made permanent several popular tax credits. However, one of the biggest impacts of the PATH Act was a delay that was required for certain tax returns to combat tax fraud. Now, most people claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit and the additional child tax credit can expect an overall tax refund. However, this PATH Act pretty much stipulates that the IRS must withhold refunds for filers who claim these tax credits until February 15th. So pretty much if you file before February 15th, you're owed a tax refund and you're claiming either the additional child tax credit or the Earned Income Tax Credit, and then your entire refund will be withheld until at least the February 15th deadline. So today is February 16th, and so we're now one day past the February 15th deadline. For anyone that is claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the additional child tax credit, you can now actually check your refund status. Now, from what I've seen, most people who log into their IRS app or the IRS website and you check your refund status, for most people on there, it's going to show as return received. However, some people are starting to check their transcripts on the IRS website, and several are coming up with the date, for those who filed early, by the way, with the direct deposit date of February 22nd. Again, this is something you can check on the IRS transcripts. Now, of course, I've done some research, and so here I've pretty much included screenshots of some of the forums I've seen and what people are saying on the internet regarding for those who filed early and again are claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the additional child tax credit. For example, this one, they filed, I guess, through TurboTax. They filed on January 21st. It was accepted January 22nd, and it says here, updated with all good codes last Friday and got my 846 this morning for the direct deposit date of February 22nd. Here's another message dated February 16th. It says on PATH transcript updated overnight to show 846 refund issued. Again, it's given that date of February 22nd. Here are some other screenshots I've seen from people saying that their direct deposit date is showing as February 22nd. And then there's also here some screenshots for people claiming that even on some Facebook groups where I also often refer to for further information. So it says here, go to bank users check in with the direct deposit date of February 22nd, 2024. And then down here it says got a 846 code for February 22nd. And it seems like they have 3 dependents on PATH. So as I mentioned previously, there are certain codes on your IRS transcripts that, it may be important kind of to keep in mind what those codes mean. For anyone that's interested in knowing that, I did pull up this little resource here for you where it breaks down the IRS transcript codes. These are some of the more popular ones. So what we were mentioning earlier, the 846 codes that people were reporting, that one means refund issued. There's another one called the 841, refund canceled. If you are claiming the Earned Income Credit, you may see on your IRS transcript it says the 768 or the 766, meaning there's been a credit to your account. Now, for those who went ahead and filed early and you claimed the child tax credit, one common question, of course, is when to expect the child tax credit refund, right? So, most additional child tax credit related refunds should be available in bank accounts or on debit cards by February 27th. This is something that was said by the IRS. If taxpayers choose, of course, direct deposit, and then there are no other issues with their tax return. However, some people could even see their payments deposited a few days sooner. Now, the delay, according to the IRS, is because the agency cannot issue refunds involving the additional child tax credit and the earned income tax credit before mid-February. And that's something we had talked about that has everything to do with pretty much with the PATH Act, right? Which is required to use the extra time to prevent fraudulent refunds. Now you can check Where's My Refund for your personalized refund date. The Where's My Refund tool will be updated with projected deposit dates for most early earned income tax credit filers or the additional child tax credit refund filers by February 17th or February 18th. In other good news, it seems like the average tax refund also increased to $1,741 for the first 2 weeks of the 2024 tax season. So the 2024 tax season is not even 3 weeks old, kicking off on January 29th, and taxpayers are already getting refund money from the IRS. Now, taxpayers can normally expect to receive a refund within 21 days if they file, of course, electronically and choose direct deposit. But by February 9th, almost 2 weeks into the tax filing season, the IRS had issued more than 7.4 million refunds. Now, in the first 2 weeks of this tax year, the IRS refunded $13 billion, down 51.1% from the $26.6 billion sent out by February 10th last year. However, the 2023 tax season began 6 days earlier. The average refund size is also down 12.8% from $1,997 for 2023's tax season through February 10th to $1,741 for the season through February 9th. So as always, I want to show you exactly where I'm getting my information from. Here we are on the IRS website, and if you go on their website, you can see the filing season statistics for the week ending February 9th. And you can see here they even have like the total amount for the average refund amount. I'm sorry. So if you guys remember last time we did one of these videos, for 2024 right here, right in this little box right here, it said $1,300. But if you guys remember, it had been because the tax season, it wasn't like that many days in. So now that it's obviously another update, it did go from $1,300 to $1,741 for it being the average refund amount. But you know, it's still a little less compared to last year for 2023 of it being at $1,997. And in other news, it seems like the IRS is expanding the free online filing program to 3 more states, which in my opinion seems to be a really good move. This article right here is from The Hill, and it seems like it's dated February 16th. So the new free online tax filing program from the IRS is now moving beyond its initial tranche of pilot states without an income tax. The IRS said Friday it has begun implementing the test phase of the program in Arizona, New York, and then also Massachusetts, all states with an income tax. The test pilot will be carried out in a total of 12 states. The IRS also said in a statement last week that more than a dozen taxpayers from an initial testing group of 1,200 had participated in the testing program. Early users report satisfaction with Direct File and the customer service representatives they have interacted with via live chat. First filers have indicated that Direct File is straightforward and pretty much easy to use, and many have successfully filed their taxes in less than 30 minutes. It's something that was said by the IRS in a statement. Media outlets were also given a tour of the new system in January, which is similar to some pieces of commercial tax preparation software, but generally a little bit more straightforward and less interactive in design. Now, in its initial form, Direct File can handle wage income rather than investment income and can process a limited number of tax credits, including the child tax credit and the earned income tax credit. Now, forms are not pre-populated. Taxpayers do need to input their tax information manually, but experts say the program could be scaled up in the future. So if this pilot is successful, the program will be expanded significantly next filing season. This is something that was said by Villanova University tax law professor Leslie Buck. And well, that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.